How's it going today, guys? GAME-O-HOLIC here with another Retro Modern Pickups video. And you know, it's always just a mixed bag around here. Well, that hasn't changed anything here today. So let's see what we're adding, once again, to the collection today. Starting off, we have a couple of new Famicom games that we're going to add. The first one is Challenger for the Famicom. Now, this was like an adventure game. This was part of a bundle I got with that app, Whatnot. Somewhere in Kanto is his name. Thank you for this bundle I am going to talk about. I'm going to kind of jump around here, but yeah, this was part of that bundle. It's an adventure game, to my knowledge, that was released in '85. So, you know, for what I paid for it. Next up on the list is Lode Runner. Now, Lode Runner was a game that I was missing on either Famicom or the original NES, so that's why I picked this one up. This was an interesting grab to add to the collection, once again for the price that I got it for. Next up on the list, now I'm looking to collect all of these, and that is the CG Portrait series of Virtua Fighter. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think there's like 8 of these that are out. I don't know a lot about them, but they seem interesting. I guess each character from Virtua Fighter has one. So this is going to be an interesting add to my Saturn collection. Maybe eventually do a video on these. Next up to add to the collection, Arc the Lad 2. Now, I've heard about the Arc the Lad series, and there's a lot of them to my knowledge. This goes as far as the PS2. This is complete in box, and again, I don't know a lot about this. But I picked it up to add to the collection for the price it was. Once again, have means of playing these translated, so this was a pretty good pickup. Also adding to the list, Danganronpa. Now, I've heard multiple things about this series. I don't know a whole bunch about it. The game was complete in box. So this is going to be an interesting one to add to the collection. To eventually play. I am in the process of trying to get the entire series, so just gotta wait and see. Also adding to the collection, Arc the Lad 3. Now this is also complete in box. Again, don't know a lot about the Arc the Lad series, but this is what I figured was a good way to start. These are absolutely complete. They come with the Obi strip, the stickers. These are RPG games. So this was very interesting to grab. Thank you again, Somewhere in Kanto, for these games. Wow, can't believe a lot of these are as complete as they are. Also adding to that from him, the first Saga Frontier. If you hadn't realized, I got the second one recently, also in one of these auctions. But this was a pretty good pickup, again, for the price that it was. It's in excellent condition. And I want to get into playing the Saga series, so this was a great pickup. Next up on the list, Sentimental Graffiti 2 for the Sega Dreamcast. Now, I know nothing about this. This was part of that bundle deal, but you know me, finding Dreamcast games, no matter what they are, is a dime a dozen, so I like to pick these up. This has the Obi strip, everything. For the price that I got it for, I can't complain. And I will get to that price at the end, by the way. Next up on the list is Mario Tennis Go, or I'm sorry, Mario Tennis GameCube. So this is just Mario Power Tennis on the GameCube. I did not have any form of copy of it, so I figured this would be the time to pick it up. You don't really need the translations or anything for it. It's a side means of playing it. So, and this has all the Mario characters in it, you know. And also, adding to the list, even though I don't really want another one, but I thank you Somewhere in Kanto, Monster Hunter 3G Tri HD version. Now, the only reason I wanted this was because I do not own this, the HD version. So, if I'm not mistaken, I just need Monster Hunter Double Cross, and then I can never play these again. And then also adding to the list, now this was really good because it closed a collection finally, if I'm not mistaken. And that was Dragon Quest IX for the DS and Dragon Quest X for the Wii U. Now these were awesome to actually pick up. I know there is alternate versions of Dragon Quest X though. But I'm going to play it by ear. I'm going to check out 10 as it goes. If not, I know other means of how to get the other versions of this game. So this is two very interesting pickups because they close out a collection. Next up on the list, now I want the accessory for this on PlayStation, but this is Densei to Go. So this is a train game. And as you know me, I'm a big fan of other YouTubers, which is why I get a lot of inspiration from YouTube for stuff on my channel. And one of the people I would like to shout out to is Cadicarus. I'm a huge fan of his content, his material, how he shoots his videos. And he was the reason why I actually picked this up. I do want to get my hands on a train control and actually try this game out. And this was all part of that bundle. Most of that cost around $10. So thank you once again, Somewhere in Kanto, for adding these games to my collection today. Now we have one Japanese game left, but two translated English ones. One is actually an English game, and that is Super Monkey Ball Step and Roll for the Wii U. Now, I was missing this game for some reason. I'm trying to get all the Super Monkey Balls. It is complete in box. I don't know how I overshot this, but I'm glad I got my hands on it, so. And then the final two to add to the list. The first one being Super Light 1500 series, the Tetris. Now, I'm looking, actually now, this is a weird thing to do. I'm trying to get my hands on all the Tetris games. As Tetris Forever came out, if I'm not mistaken, it's only digital. So I'm going to make my own Tetris Forever and get every Forever Tetris game. So this was pretty interesting to pick up. Again, all part of a deal that I got for a couple of bucks, along with these other games from that Whatnot seller. So. And the final game we're going to add to the list, I told you this in an earlier video that we're eventually going to add it to the collection, and it finally came in. And that is Clock Tower Rewind for the PS5. So now what this is this is a new version of the very first Clock Tower that has added features, updated music, all kinds of stuff like that. I wanted this for my collection. I now own all of the Clock Tower games so I can put that baby to rest, and I'm glad that I have all these games now. And I'm going to be playing this one very, very soon. Thank you once again, guys, for tuning into another episode of Retro Modern Pickups. You guys know where to find me on YouTube, all the social media platforms, and don't forget to check out a couple of my buddies. Don't forget to check out Cy Retro, and don't forget to check out Seanclopedia. Their links will be in the description down below. And as always, guys, just like this little turd right here, stay retro.